Welcome, I'm Crafty Maryanne. Today let's make some hard-boiled eggs. We have 3 different techniques we're going to try, and we're going to compare them to see which brings out the best egg. The first one will be using an Insta Pot. The second one will be putting the eggs in the water at a full rolling boil and boiling for 7 minutes, and then putting them in an ice bath. And lastly, we'll be putting the eggs with the water, bringing it up to a boil, and then letting it sit until it cools completely. Alright, so let's get going. We'll start with the Insta Pot. I have a little rack in here in the Insta Pot that we'll be able to set our eggs on. And I have white eggs and brown eggs, so we're going to do a little bit of each. That was really close. Alright, well that's it for now. We're going to go ahead and get these boiled, and then we'll peel them and look at the insides and see which one wins for the best way to cook an egg. So for making the hard-boiled eggs in the Insta Pot, I put 1.5 cups of cold water in the bottom, and then it's got its tray and it's got the eggs on top sitting on that. I only did 1 layer. I'm sure you can do more, but this is my first time trying this, so I want to just take it slow, you know, get to learn a new technique. Alright, so the batch that we did where we put the eggs into the boiling water for 7 minutes and then did a rapid cooling after the 7 minutes, the egg yolk is still pretty soft on it. I tried to peel one and it broke in half, and so since it was properly cooked and cooled quickly, I am able to reboil them I'm going to do about 3 or 4 more minutes to try and get that yolk solid, that way it's not runny. So that's a good thing to know. I didn't know it myself, but I now know, so we'll be able to do that in the future. Out of the pot and into the ice bath. Now we're on to the second set, and on the second set we're doing bring the eggs and the water up to a boil and then let it cool down completely just on its own. And that'll be that recipe. Great, see you in a few. Now we're almost to a full rolling boil. So once we get up to a full rolling boil, we'll just give it about 1 minute and then turn off the flame and leave it alone until it cools on its own. Great, well now we have all the eggs, then they're all hard boiled, so now I'm going to peel them and we'll cut them in half and see which cooked the best and which method worked the best. I know we already had one fatality that was in the Insta Pot. The egg just, it must have had a crack in it and it just exploded. Alright, now for the cut and the test. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So believe it or not, I think this first one is, well, so in my opinion, this was the easiest to peel. It's from the batch that we boiled for 7 minutes, ice bathed it, and then I reboiled it because when I peeled the first egg, it wasn't done in the middle, and this one peeled the best. I'd say the most perfect cook on any of them was from the Insta Pot. I know we did lose 2 eggs to the Insta Pot earlier, and it was still pretty easy to peel. And then the last one is where we brought it up to a boil and then let it just chill down. I boiled it for a minute and then let it chill down, and it worked out really well. It was probably the most complicated to peel, but it was really easy peeling compared to what I'm used to with eggs. So there we go, we have our results. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave them in the comment area. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, especially if you have any ideas that what you might like to see content-wise. I will be leaving a link in the description area that has all the information on how to cook and boil your eggs. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining Crafty Maryanne.